believe that we should be at work right now. Walking into the lower Antelope Canyon felt like walking straight into a dream.
Well, that'll give you a perspective on life.
You're like a little kid, guys.
And I really do understand why Americans don't really travel that much.
Any sunrise hike is always worth it.
This is way cooler than I thought.
Nailed it.
Cannot comprehend what I'm looking at right now. Welcome to What Doesn't Suck Around the World.
This is epic US road trip. This is it, guys, our first flight on our trip around the world.
We're just flying over the North Pole. You can see the ice.
5 minutes from the airport into the rental car. Don't have to see anybody. Pick the car we wanted. Anne has chosen this bright red Toyota RAV4, which she's named Petra. So that is now our new home away from home for the next 3 weeks. Petra the car, here she is.
Who's gonna sleep in a bed?
Let's go. Guys, we just started our trip around the world.
We're gonna go through Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, and Colorado.
I am so excited.
Can you believe that we should be at work right now?
We are not at work. We have no jobs.
This is freedom, guys.
This is our great American road trip.
There's so much nature. I am so excited.
Smell it.
This is our first morning in Portland, Oregon, and it's so beautiful, honestly. It smells alive, and we feel alive, and we're so happy to be here. Hey! I don't know if you guys can tell, but this guy is a little bit excited.
I'm like a little kid, guys.
There's one thing that you guys might not know about Jeff. It's like, obviously he's from the US, right? It's very typical American, like sometimes a little bit over-friendly.
I'm gonna get really, really annoying to Anne.
He just becomes like a child again. It's so cool to see. I'm also super, super excited.
I never knew how much I love the woods until I didn't have them in my life. Portland is known for one thing. It's coffee!
So we took the car and we're going to some falls, waterfalls?
Multnomah Falls!
Multnomah Falls.
The largest waterfalls in North America. Maybe, I think I just made that up. Look at those clouds. It looks like you can reach out and grab them. We've now officially seen the not tallest waterfall in North America.
We're heading off to one of my favorite places in the US, which is Target. And we're gonna go get some camping supplies. Now, Jeff and I are not really big campers. Do you know what we need
Internet.
to camp? I'm so ridiculously excited to go to Target.
How much money are we gonna spend?
All of it. There's something about Target that sends me in a weird zone.
I promise we're gonna forget something very important,
What do we
like the
need?
tent or the sleeping bag.
What's tarp?
People at the campsite are gonna laugh at us.
What have you done, love?
Well, we need a lot of stuff.
Time to go camping.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're wide awake because of the time change, and we're gonna hit the road and try to get to Crater Lake so we can do an awesome hike.
It's morning of day 3 today, and it is raining in Portland. And there's one thing we haven't thought about is camping in the rain.
Remember that time it was sunny in Portland?
We haven't seen rain in months, and we kind of like forgot this happens.
Guys, I think we outran the rain in Portland, and now we're driving up into the mountains, into the fog, to Crater Lake. Pro road trip tip number 1, join loyalty programs. They have saved us so much money. With Hertz Gold Plus rewards, we were able to skip the line, add Anne as a second driver, and pick Petra, our beautiful home, for the next 3 weeks.
And you can also earn Skywards miles when renting with Hertz.
I think this is my happy place. I feel like we're inside of a screensaver right now. Is This is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in any country. I had no idea that Crater Lake was anything like this.
I've never seen something so blue, and honestly, I'm not lying. I don't even comprehend what's happening in front of me.
This is the result of a volcano erupting 7,700 years ago.
You know, you see it in pictures, and honestly, I can even show you behind me, but it doesn't even stop to do it justice. Oh, you got a new backpack, love? This is the moment we've been dreaming of when we went to buy on our desk. I think I'm gonna need a few moments and I might get emotional. My heart is beating so fast.
We're only on day 3, and I think we've already found the most beautiful thing in the US I have ever seen. This is gonna be hard to beat.
I feel like I'm leaving again.
A huge reason that we quit our jobs to travel the world is to find out what we really love. And I think I really love nature.
Don't you dare, I swear.
Oregon is truly amazing, guys. It's a state I have never explored like this, and now it's one of my favorites. On to California! Woo-hoo! Cue dance moves.
That's weird, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't do that, ever. Did you know that half of the redwood trees left in the world are located in this forest?
And many of them are over 2,000 years old. That's older than me. At this point, staying anywhere more than one night is an absolute luxury.
What a life!
We still like each other. We're still getting along. Day 4. Oh, guys, the 12-hour time change was getting to us. Last night was the first night we got a full night's sleep. I've wanted to go to the Redwood State Park for so long. What are you eating?
Cheese?
Cheese! Have you seen these trees?
We made it to Redwood National Park and we're just walking in this trail right now, and how can I tell you, I feel so alive right now. I'm looking at these magnificent huge trees.
I know that we say this a lot, but this is insanely beautiful. It is so quiet. It is so peaceful.
I cannot comprehend what I'm looking at right now. I just feel like I've never seen nature before.
Redwoods National Park is home to the tallest trees on the entire planet. This is why we saved up for so long to travel around the world and enjoy every little bit.
Sweet petrol station, love.
Oh, howdy, partner.
I mean, I knew things are big in the US, but come on.
This is day number 4, and this is how we're trying to keep costs down. We eat everything out of our hobo cooler. So far, I'm really digging this super simple thing we got going on.
Pro tip number 2, download podcasts. I used to be not that much of a podcast person.
And now she listens to murder podcasts with me. It's the morning of day 5, and I am constantly shocked at how little we need to be happy.
I need this guy, clean linens, clean toilet, a hot shower. That's about it.
We're in a really, really terrible cheap motel, and we couldn't be happier. Are you converting to that backpack life?
Uh-huh.
If you have a couple of weeks and are looking for epic nature, Emirates has a daily non-stop flight to Seattle. And the best part is you can earn Emirates Skywards when you're renting with Hertz. What are the chances the one day we were in San Francisco is a beautiful, sunny, summer day? But we gotta go. We got a whole lot more California to see before we sleep. Alright guys, there's 3 things you have to do if you go to LA.
Go to a baseball game!
Eat tacos. Get stuck in traffic! This is like our 8th Target run in the last 10 days, but we're all stocked up. So excited to leave Vegas, head back out into the desert. Pro road trip tip number 3, buy a cooler. You see it right here. It costs 20 bucks at Target. We filled it with all our nerdy, healthy, organic foods, and we haven't eaten a meal out in 3 days.
Jeff is full of his fancy girl water.
I'm a princess.
I've never been to Grand Canyon and I've heard amazing things, so I cannot wait to see it for myself. There is petrol stations everywhere in the world, and then there's American petrol stations.
Only in the US do you have a gas station where you can also shoot a machine gun. Guys, I have no explanation. It's as insane to me as it is to you. One of the most important things about an American road trip, scratch your lottery tickets. No easier way to waste money. American style. It's a scorcher!
Road trip tip number 4. Plan your gas filling. There's so much distance in between every city that you can find yourself running out of gas very quickly. We're arriving in Seligman, Arizona, which is the birthplace of historic Route 66.
Guys, this is a 4,000 kilometer long highway that goes from Chicago all the way to Los Angeles.
Cool story, bro. This is way cooler than I thought. It's amazing.
Walking down historic Route 66 really is like going back in time. Just a little French girl lost in America.
Old school America, like I wanted to see it. I'm so happy I got to see that.
We gotta get to the Grand Canyon.
Did you guys know that the Grand Canyon is larger than the state of Rhode Island?
And the Colorado River started to form the canyon over 70 million years ago. Home sweet home!
We've just arrived at our campground in the Grand Canyon, and it's so cool.
This is Jeff and Ann. Try to put up a tent. Nailed it.
You okay, love?
Can you open the tent?
She brings this headlamp everywhere we go, and we've never needed it.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
The sun's just setting. Tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up super early and go catch the sunrise at the Grand Canyon just around the corner. We do not need much to be happy.
You love it. I'm glamorous, guys.
Home. Day 13. Man, you forget how cold it gets some places. Then we're drinking iced coffee.
It is 7 a.m. in the morning, and where are we?
We are at the Grand Canyon South Rim, about to see it for the first time. I cannot wait.
This is why we love an early start. There's no one else but us right here. I don't know if you know, but I'm really scared of heights, so this is gonna be either terrifying or absolutely gorgeous.
Are you too scared?
Destroying my point of gravity.
The Grand Canyon is one of those things that just does not look real when you look at how huge this massive canyon is.
First impression of Grand Canyon, it is terrifying. I don't know what I was expecting, but it's freaking high. The Grand Canyon is something that you need to see at least once in your life. It's really surreal what nature can do.
Well, that'll give you a perspective on life. Kind of makes your whole body tingle. It is so amazing to be in this incredible nature. Sometimes you forget how blue the sky can be when it's not polluted. This is why we show up at sunrise everywhere we go.
It might hurt to wake up, but I swear it's so worth it.
If you're gonna fly all the way to the other side of the world to see some of the world's most visited sites, do yourself the favor and get up earlier than everybody else.
Road trip tip number 5.
Arrive early.
I just don't understand why people don't come earlier.
I forget that Americans are so lazy.
It's really incredible to see the different sceneries depending on what state you're in. It's not a bad place for lunch, huh? Out of the cooler.
The old ham sandwich.
Do you think there's any monsters in this lake?
Oh, 100%. So what's it like to be a sex symbol? You know, it's just who I am. This is day 15 and it's our first swim.
It's true.
What a crime. This is what jobless and homeless looks like. I think that's happiness. My worst fear is getting stuck. But our trusty Petra saved the day. We were just fine. And we will live to camp another day. We've made it to Page, Arizona, home of Antelope Canyon, Lake Powell, and Horseshoe Bend. We are quickly ticking off a lot of stuff on my America the Beautiful bucket list.
The Horseshoe Bend is such a beauty. I've seen many pictures of it on the internet, but to be there and see it for your own eyes is really, really different. So overwhelming. Also, the Horseshoe Bend is only like a 1 kilometer hike from the parking lot, so it's really doable for any age. We just wonder, how does nature carve such a perfect round shape? It's so crazy, right?
One of the most incredible things I've seen in the US.
Right?
For sure. Bucket list, check, 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 check. It is terrifying.
Sweating profusely.
I feel like we're in a Wild Wild West movie. I've never wanted to be a cowboy so bad in my life.
Arizona really does the best sunsets.
It is incredible. I mean, it looks like it's right out of a postcard or an old Western movie. I was in a grocery store this morning buying ice, and the woman asked where I was from, and I said Dubai, and she looked at me like I had said Schnifferlauf. It's not every day you get to wake up and tick something off your bucket list. This morning, we're gonna go explore Antelope Canyon, which I've seen on postcards since I was a wee little boy. That was incredible, you guys.
Walking into the lower Antelope Canyon felt like walking straight into a dream. It was absolutely incredible and surreal.
It is magic. Day 15. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. I'm getting a bit excited and super patriotic.
4th of July, guys.
Here it comes. Born to be wild.
Guys, it will not stop.
Pro road trip tip number 6.
Stay in the little city. It costs nothing. We stayed in a motel for $75 plus tax.
Oh, hey there! This is the kind of thing that makes Utah so incredible. None of this looks real. The bluest blues, the whitest whites in the clouds, and the reddest reds in the rocks.
This country is incredible. Every time that we pass a new state, there's some new beautiful things along the roads. So we're not even in Moab yet, and we just stumbled upon a huge arch on the side of the road. I'm speechless.
Man, Utah is an incredible, incredible state.
And I really do understand why Americans don't really travel that much now, because to be honest, you got everything you need in this country.
We have made it to beautiful Moab, and I cannot believe the scenery here. It is absolutely stunning. We're gonna wake up at sunrise tomorrow morning and go hike world famous Delicate Arch. We could do this forever. There's so much to see in the US. Guys, this is the look of your wife when you wake her up at 4:30 in the morning to go hiking.
Don't speak to me. The Delicate Arch is the symbol of the state of Utah. You just wonder how did this structure take place, and how did they keep there for hundreds of thousands of years? Seeing it for real and just sitting here, seeing the sunrise over it is just something truly magical.
Any sunrise hike is always, always, always worth it. She hates me when I wake her up at 4:30 in the morning, but she always thanks me later.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. After the hard wake up, this was cool.
10 out of 10, you guys. On to Colorado.
I think our car is more tired than we are.
I think he's trying to tell us something here.
No rest! Petra, you got this!
We just arrived in this beautiful canyon in Canyonlands National Park.
Easily top 10 sunsets ever.
One of the best sunsets I've ever witnessed in my life.
Oh, it's great falling in love with the US again. This is amazing.
I've realized a couple of things about me. I really found myself a new love for connection to the trees, the nature, the smell, the sounds.
We have spent so much time traveling city to city to city that I totally forgot how incredibly freeing it is to have a car. So many of the incredible hidden gems that we've found have been because we've just rented a car, driven off down the road, and stopped wherever we wanted.
I feel like we are driving into the Swiss Alps. I had no idea the US had this much beauty. It's amazing.
Super tip, we've saved so much money by staying at the cheapest motels, and it's been a blast. It's day 21. We are in Colorado, hiking. It's 8 in the morning. I couldn't be happier. Last couple days, trying to enjoy as much of the nature as possible.
I think hiking in the forest is one of my favorite pastimes from now on. I didn't know that until now.
We're keeping our eyes out for mountain lions and bears. But as Ann says, if getting eaten by bears on a trail in Colorado is how it all ends, then that's how it all ends. I think she's dangerously zen at this point.
I feel like I never breathed before.
People thought we were totally nuts for quitting our jobs to travel. But this renewed love and passion for life is totally worth losing the stability and comfort.
I feel like I'm in a forest next to Hogwarts.
We did it, guys. 17 kilometers.
More than 10 miles.
Oh, man.
5 hours. This is our last day of road tripping. I cannot believe this is already the end. And we headed to Bear Lake, which I really wanted to go see.
We are climbing to an elevation over 9,000 feet high up in the Rocky Mountains. It's an incredible way to end this amazing road trip.
We've driven through 7 states and I feel like we've seen every kind of scenery and climate imaginable.
Last time I make Ann wake up at 4 in the morning. You're gonna miss it, love.
I know.
This is so amazing, guys.
The reflection on the lake and the snow fog just rolling through on top of the lake. Wow, amazing memory. Honestly, guys, I didn't know that the US had so much.
We are the only people at Bear Lake.
Oh, this is so worth getting up in the morning.
I've had a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, so much fun. So much nature, so much beautifulness, so many good memories.
It has been the trip of a lifetime. This trip has taught me so much about myself. It's reaffirmed our decisions to quit our jobs and travel the world while we can, and above everything, and it's reminded me how much beauty there is in my own country, which I forgot.
And just like that, guys, a journey of over 3,800 kilometers comes to an end.
7 US states, 6 national parks, 22 days, one hell of a road trip. It's coming to an end. So, if we can do all this,
Then so can you.